Okay, it looks like when I look at your folder structure and your page names, everything is set up correctly. I like to look and see if it's anything weird about that because a lot of students don't think about this part, and it's the most important part. If you don't put it in right and if you don't have it named correctly, then links won't work and so forth. Now your coding looks like all the basic structure set up correctly. You said you had some issues of understanding what you're doing, but it clicked finally. This is just the basic structure of every page. So there's a skeleton, and this skeleton is what you need before you start adding content. And each of the stuff, it tells us something different. For example, doc type up here tells us the version of HTML that we're using. This is HTML5. The HTML tag indicates that to the browser that we have a web page. The head section is when the browser interprets the code, it says, okay, what are some things I need to know to make my page run or to view? So when we have the meta tag is to help us work with when we have to add special fonts or special symbols into our web page. We need to tell what library we're using. The title tag is used when we describe the page, and it's going to be used in the most important place. So like for example, when I open up your page and products in the browser and I bookmark it, it's going to put it right here. So what you might want to do with your title element is put in the actual name of the company as well, because if it lists in my bookmarks and all I see is products, what company does it go with? So that's something that you probably want to change, for that purpose. The body element, which is here, this tells the browser this is the web page. Everything in between the body element is what you're going to appear on the web page. So all your page content has to go between the opening and closing body tag. So that means right here, this footer element is in the wrong location. So we got to cut that out, and we're going to put it up here into the footer area. So it should be at the bottom of the body. So nothing goes outside, none of the page content will go outside of the body itself. So you definitely want to move the footer, into there, and I would see here's the title. You did say Happy Paws about us. Happy Paws home. So you have it there. You're just inconsistent. So you got to be consistent there on every page, and that's half the battle I have with a lot of students is making sure they're consistent from one page to another. Now, the other thing that's going to help you out, if I need to go and look for the head section and I need to make a change right away, it's hard to when you don't indent, it's hard to find things. Trust me on this. If you're going to go back and you're going to work with this and edit this, the way you have it set up right now, it's really going to be hard. So in brackets, all I do is I hold down the control key and I press the right square bracket and I indent. Same thing going to edit, indent. And what I would do is I would indent. You basically create indentations. If you're going to put items like, for example, in your header section, okay, so what will happen is this header you can have content in here. And so what I would do is, for example, the header is the main group, and then any elements inside it, I would indent it. And the reason why you indent it makes it easier to find those areas that you need to. Trust me, it does help. So just a couple things to work with, and hopefully it makes more sense. Let me know what you need help with. So you went back and looked at the learning activities, but make sure you ask me that question, and I can give you more information to help you make sure you got a good grasp